Happy Friday. How is your day starting? I hope it's a great one. Have you been up for a little while? Are you just getting up? Or you're just rolling out of bed? Are you grabbing some water? I hope so. Hydrate yourself. I am doing the Real Monica Adams podcast to you live from Mark Anthony's right here in Kirkwood. We are listening to the train go by left and right. Every time the train goes by, it rattles some things in here, which makes me laugh. I hope you are having a great day. I hope this week has been good for you, good for your heart and soul. If it hasn't, well, we've got one final day in the work week for you to salvage. So let's not concentrate on what's happened in the days past. Let's concentrate on where we are, where we're moving forward, all right? Let's not get stuck in a time that doesn't serve us. Good morning, Ann. Ann just left here. She just wrapped up. So when I was asking if you're just getting up, some of you have already trained. How accomplished do you feel if you are up and you got your workout in at 5 a.m., 6 a.m.? Ann was one of my clients, just left. Kathy just left as well. Great to have Kathy. She was a brand new client. So when I say that things are opened up to you, they are. It's just, do you want to grab a hold and start to take your life back? So Kathy, I'm so glad you joined us. I hope you had a good one. Ann Donnelly, I love you, my dear friend, and love the fact that you've been on this journey. And she's come a long way. In fact, I think Ann is now close to 50 pounds lost. So when we talk about the fact that it works, it does. It's just, let me give you the tools, and then I need you to help yourself change your life. We've got a great topic today, by the way. Isra, good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle, my partner in crime. Yes, exactly. Good morning to Cindy. Good morning to Jeffrey. As you're signing on, relax. Or if you're at work already, fantastic. Thanks for bringing me along. I know Kathy and Ann are in their cars, and I know you're not looking at your camera while you are driving. You better not be. You better not be. Let's just listen to the message and take it in. So, it's Friday. Some of you maybe do a 4-day work week. Maybe you're up and maybe some of you are off. Like Ann, she had the week off. Maybe some of you are in the school district to where you actually are on spring break this week, because some people are. Other people are back and they had it last week. Whatever you're doing, thank you for letting me be a part of your life today. As we get into the weekend, we want to start it off on the right foot, right? I said if the whole week is just derailed, you've allowed it to. Remember, you are the one that controls your emotions. So if you allowed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all to be horrible, well, then we've got one more day to salvage, one more day of the work week, and then we get to go into the weekend. Hopefully you have some plans with your family and your friends. Really cherish the time that you have. I have a funeral to go to tomorrow for a dear friend of the family. She's known me since I was like 11 or 12 years old, and her mother, who is 99, think about 99 years here on this earth. That's an incredible amount of time. But if you ask my dear friend, if the fact that her mom's now gone, she would say, it's still not enough, right? We still want one more day. We want one more week, one more month, one more year. We want another year, another year. We want more out of it. Well, why is that? Do we feel that we are deprived of something? Well, maybe we didn't spend enough time with our parents. We didn't spend enough time with our kids. We didn't cherish the time together. I do. If you allow me in your life, well, that matters to me, and I will forever cherish that. Can you say the same? Or are you just going through the motions? I keep asking this question, and everyone keeps writing it down. They said, wow, when you ask, are you really present? I mean it. Are you present in the lives of your family and friends who allow you into their heart and soul? Right? Their time is valuable. Know your value. That's my mantra. It has been for the last, well, probably for my whole life, but I really got it. Like it was an aha moment probably within the last, I'd say 8 months, ever since last summer, for sure. So maybe we're closing in on 9-10 months since I really got that wake-up call. I want you to all get the wake-up call. I want you to start firing on all cylinders. And let's see where your life takes you when you allow that to happen. So Lisa Lowry, I don't know if Lisa signed on just yet. Wayne, good morning. Jeffrey, good morning. Cindy, good morning. And Tim, good morning. So Lisa wanted me to address this morning. Codependency. So she said, can we talk about codependency and is it happening to me? Wow. So one is, it's the powerful side of that maybe people don't realize they are codependent upon somebody else. So what does codependency mean to you? Let's ask you that. So, one of the things I really have enjoyed that we've been doing is having the interaction, having the workshop kind of feel. Good morning, Eunice, to you. Hope you're having a great start to your day. As you're signing on, let me know how these tools are working for you. Let me know what you've enjoyed the most so far. Let me get that crazy thing out of my head. It looks like I've got a halo. It's harder to do when I'm not at my own place. Hang on, let's switch this around a little bit. Okay, well that's okay. I have a halo. Is that okay for all of you, or is this better? I think that might be better. Good morning, Sean. So Lisa's question was codependency, and whether or not you feel that it's actually something that you're struggling with. What do you think codependency means? So that's the thing. Some people say, no, I think I'm pretty independent. I think I'm dependent upon myself. I don't think I allow other people to take me in this direction or that direction. I think it's a really powerful thing to think about of how you've gone along in your life, and if you've actually taken your life and steered it in the direction that you want to, or if you let other people have control over you. So what is codependency to you? Let me know. Let's see who wants to interact today, or if you're all still a little sleepy. Do you have the day off, by the way? Or are you working? Or, a lot of people started doing those 4-day, 10-hour work weeks, which I think is great. Or you're working from home, and that was a really awesome thing that some of you would get a chance to do. So, come on. Who wants to tell me, what do you think codependency means to you? And everybody can answer a different way. And no answer is wrong. Lisa's not on yet. I wish Lisa was on, because this is Lisa's topic. She'll be able to watch it later. Again, you know what? Let me walk along with me here. Again, it's the Real Monica Adams podcast. We are doing it live from Mark Anthony's in Kirkwood. Take a little gander outside. We're right across from Dewey's Pizza, right at North Kirkwood and Jefferson. So if you've been wondering, where am I doing some personal training? Wednesdays and Fridays at 6 a.m. and 8 a.m., that's where we're doing it. Let me grab my notes, and I'm going to tell you what's coming up. So if you've been over the last few weeks following along with us, thank you, by the way, for making this a habit. And that's the good thing. You're making a positive habit happen in your life. So we're getting the tools to help change your life. I want to know what you think. A couple questions for you this morning. One, what do you think codependency is? And then two, what's been the most impactful podcast over the last 3 weeks for your life? Okay? And then I'm going to tell you what we have coming up. So Lisa Lowry asked me to talk about codependency. And you're all pretty quiet this morning, so I'm just going to say, when you are codependent, think about that. So dependent, independent, all individual, independent, individual dependent. So you are taking care of your life, you're going along, and then that song by Kelly Clarkson, Miss Independent. Oh, here we go, Lisa's topic. So Lisa just signed on and joined us. So Lisa says she thinks that codependency is enabling others. Enabling others what? To have control over your life? Enabling others to tell you what to do, enabling others to say, you have complete control over my life. Is that what it means to you? Dan Nieders, good morning to you. Angie, good morning. Sharon, good morning to you. As you're signing on, we're talking about Lisa's topic today. And she said, codependency. And is it something that is affecting your life? Do you even know that codependency is, in fact, even happening to you? Lisa says to be self-destructive. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Shar. Anybody right now think that codependency is affecting your life? Janet, good morning, lady. Good morning to you. Dan, good morning to you. Dan, I will see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Good morning, Sherry. So, 15 telltale signs that you're in a codependent relationship. I was looking at this the other day. So you know what? We need to have mutual love for one another, right? That's a very important thing. That the easiest way to have a great relationship is that you mutually are respecting each other. Respect. When you hear about really great relationships, you normally will find that the two people have genuine respect. When I look at the best relationships in life, it's the fact that I know that they have unbelievable respect for one another. And that's the thing. And I think that's what works with my husband and I is I respect what he does for a living. I respect who he is, the provider that he wants to be, the way he treats me, the Southern gentleman in him. It's that. And then he respects how hard I push in life, how much I care about people. We lift each other up. I'm not dependent upon him. In fact, my father taught me not to ever be dependent upon a man. Okay, does that mean that I don't open up as a woman and say, yes, I'd love for you to take care of me and to protect me? Absolutely. But do I say, without you, I'm nothing? No, because I've always thought that codependency was a very dangerous thing. It's not a healthy thing at all. I understand being in a relationship and saying, well, it's just this person, they give me strength. That's great. That's the energy that someone else has that lifts you up. But is everything that they do in your relationship, they're the ones that are in control. They're the ones that are always saying, no, you have to do it this way. I'm controlling you. That's a really dangerous thing to be involved in. I've seen people very, very close to me in relationships like that, and I just look and go, at some point, you're giving them more and more and more power, and it's destructive. It can be extremely dangerous. So let's give you something from the American Psychological Association. It defines codependency as the state of being mutually reliant. For example, a relationship between two individuals who are emotionally dependent on one another. A codependent person usually means well. They might take care of someone who's having problems or just generally enjoy supporting a loved one by the caretaking, then becomes compulsive and defeating, according to Mental Health America. They may develop a sense of satisfaction and reward from being needed and may display that martyr-like behavior. So there's one clinical instructor that said, I always think of it as well-intended behaviors gone too far. I thought that was a really powerful thing. That's what I wrote in my notes. A well-intended behavior in the very beginning that suddenly you give, right, what I said about 2 minutes ago, you give more and more power, and it feels good to be in control. It feels good to have that power. But then it's what they do with it. Like you've given that power to them, and you've asked them to, mutually respect you, and then all of a sudden it's, I like how this power feels. And then it gets dangerous. It can. It's up to the person. On a spectrum of caring and giving and compassionate behaviors, it goes to the extreme where all of a sudden someone's overgiving, depending on the other person's dependence on them, and often to their own detriment. So, codependency can exist in romantic, in parent-child, in sibling, friend relationships. You could be codependent upon a friend. The behaviors might seem caring and very compassionate, but they're actually very compulsive and controlling and harmful to everyone in the relationship. So think of the person who has the power. It's not a good thing for them either to think that they have that over you. Misty, good morning. Cheryl, good morning. Pamela, good morning. Pam, good morning. Sherry, good morning. Sherry, do you feel they are aware they're, I think I just answered it right there at the end. Do you feel they are aware they are being codependent? No. They don't even see. It just all of a sudden takes over. Because as the steps happen, they started it somewhere in a caring manner, and then all of a sudden they just never had a boundary and said, whoa, this is getting a little too far. Like, I still have my own independence. I can be independent. And then when you have someone who's controlling, man or woman, because it's happened on both sexes, man or woman, they say, no, you need me. Oh, whoa. You don't need someone else. You want them to complement your life. Ooh, there's my chill. I always find something that God gives me to say to you that I want you to write down. Do you need someone else? Do you really need someone else? Okay, I know that can be many layers. Like, let's say as we get older. Now, this is the respect side, though. As we get older, or you know what, I'm not even going to say as you get older. Let's say you have a horrible, horrible injury, and you are with someone. And I'm the type of person that I never wanted to ask for help because I was so independent. And then when I got into my marriage, I had to learn, Monica, in order to have mutual respect for one another, in order for this relationship to work, you have to let him take care of you sometimes. And he has to let you take care of him sometimes. See that? Give and take. What have I been talking about over the last few weeks? How important it is to give and take, and give and take. Not control. So in order for a relationship to work, you say, all right, I'm in a car accident. I was injured, right? I'm just giving that example from a year and a half ago. And it was very much the old Monica, the very independent Monica, wanted to go, okay, how can I get up off this couch? I don't need anybody to help me. Yes, I did. My mom came over, my husband came over. Does that mean that suddenly I'm just letting go completely and saying, it's all you for the rest of my life? No, but relax. Don't be so independent that other people who generally do care about you, that want to help you, can do that and do just that. And then when you're able to get back up on your feet again, then you're able to go, oh, thank you so much. And if you ever need it, then I do it for you. See, give and take, respect. That's what we're looking for. Let's see. Let's go back here. Somebody said something. Okay, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Linda, good morning. Yep, Sherry. So Sherry said boundary. That's it. Correct. You've got to set boundaries. So no, what'll end up happening, it just kind of seeps into your bloodstream. You don't even realize it's happened, and then you're in it. And then you say, this looks kind of dangerous. Maybe again, people who respect you and care about you, they'll come forward and say, do you understand that you are very, very codependent? No, I'm not. No, that's just, he's taking care of me. She's taking care of me. Are they actually taking care of you? Do they have your best interest at heart? Or do they love the power trip? Be careful of that. It's a dangerous thing. Terry, good morning. Linda, good morning. Char, 1 year I retired after 46 years, and we raised 3 successful children, and we worked together on everything. I believed this reflected over to our kids. Okay. All right. Missy, good morning. Kathy, hi, Monica. Thank you for a super workout today. I feel great and strong. So I asked Kathy to pick a word, right? Pick your word and find your intention for the day. And they all went around. Somebody said ready. Somebody said strong. Then somebody asked, do I always pick the same question every day? No, get out of the comfort zone. So we're talking about the intention that Kathy's mentioning. I like everybody to pick a word to start their day and have some intention for the day. So if you're feeling in that codependent relationship, you or someone that you love, then strength. That would be a good word for you. Inner strength. Find inner strength, not the power trip that someone else has. Find your own inner strength. Barbara, good morning. And Carrie, good morning. Carol, good morning. Missy, I'm in the midst of learning to let someone amazing take care of me. Love it. I've been a single mom my whole life and did it on my own. By the way, congrats, because that's amazing. And for the single moms and single dads, because it goes both ways, I have utmost respect for you. It makes me feel guilty, and I have to make an effort. Yeah, right? I mean, that's because, if we were taught that independence, which I said, it's not a bad thing, but sometimes it is though, when you get into a relationship and you're like, I got this. Everything's me, 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 me. No, it needs to be us. We have to change the word from me to us, or our. It's not just you. Great. Missy, I love hearing that. Carrie, good morning. Priscilla, good morning. Jen, good morning. Lisa, my mom is codependent on my nephews. See, it doesn't matter if it's a romantic relationship, if it's a sibling, like I said, if it's a parent-child, friendships, adults that live with her, okay, and she enables them and controls them. She doesn't realize it, and it's frustrating. I know, see, but here's the problem. We can't control them. We can try to set things out there. Sherry really attached herself to what I said earlier, which is boundaries. Good morning, Jeff. So, yes, I have seen that a lot. When it comes to codependency, I think the worst I've seen is in romantic relationships and parent-child relationships. And it is very much so when the other siblings are sitting there going, do you realize that you are enabling them over and over and over again? And so they're not learning their own strength. They're not learning how to survive in the world. I see it a lot, unfortunately, with mothers and sons. Mothers and daughters, fathers and daughters, fathers and sons. A lot of times with parent and children. And then the other siblings, if there's multiple siblings, the other siblings are like, does mom even realize they're doing this? Does dad even realize that they're doing this? Every time you do that to them and they have that dependency upon you, you're just having the power or you're just allowing them to constantly go through the motions of something that's, again, destructive for them, but you're taking control for them. It's okay. It's okay. Keep up that pattern. You're teaching them that it's okay. Remember the other day I said something about we teach people in life how to treat us. Well, parents, you're doing it the same way to the kids. You're teaching them that it's okay. It's okay to be self-destructive. I'll pick up for you. There it is. There's the codependent, dangerous side. Linda, good morning. Jerry, good morning. Vicky, good morning. So if you're in it, if you don't even realize you're in it, let someone else maybe try. They're trying to help you. It's when people say, I don't need the help. But why is everybody telling you that? Why is it not just one person, but multiple people are saying, but you do? And are you okay with the way your life is going right now? Or do you feel like this constant stress and like that tightness in the body? You're not happy. And if one, then a second, then a third, and multiple people are saying, hey, I think you're enabling that person. Well, look, there's a pattern forming of people that are seeing it. That's what we're trying to prevent from happening. I know it's hard for parents. I'm not a parent, so I'm going to say this right now. It's one of the most incredible jobs in life, and I wish I would have been blessed with children. Since I wasn't, I'm just trying to help you all along from what I see. It's the observer in me and watching and listening. I really love to listen as people struggle in different aspects of life so that I can help them. And what I want is for you to allow those children as they're growing up to not be so dependent upon you. Because what's going to happen when they get out there in the world and they have to be all by themselves? Do you want them to constantly come crawling back? They're 25 years old. They're still in the house. They're 30 years old. They're forever living with you. Well, when did you ever get back your own identity? Right? So parents, you have children, you raise them, they're 18, hopefully they go off to school, maybe they're in their early 20s. At some point, you got to set those boundaries of, hey, mom and dad or partners, whoever raised you, it's time for you to have your identity back. It's time for you to have the empty nest. And I know people are like, oh my gosh, it's the empty nest syndrome. Okay, but the baby's got to go away. Look at the babies that are a little birdie. Okay, they fly away and they're okay. Right? If you did a great job raising them, let them go be themselves in the world. It's that type of thing. I know it's hard to let go of the kids, but we all did, right? What if our parents had never let go of us? We wouldn't find our way in the world. And ultimately, that's what we want for them. Good morning, Joy, Jerry, Linda, Vicky, I think I said hi already, Jeff, Marcus. So today's topic has been codependency, and do I even know I'm in it? I'm part of that dangerous, destructive relationship. Codependency comes out of a healthy and natural human need to connect with others, but then it goes awry. It goes a little dangerous. So start to think about this. So if you want to share this with someone, and you're really meaning the best for them. Good morning, Trent. What we have to try and stay away from is telling them, you have to do this. Well, now you're going into that control manner. You're going to say, I'm going to send you this podcast. I just want you to listen and feel like, is this what you're part of? Are you the one that is enabling? Are you the one that's having the power trip? And or are you the one that's receiving and just sitting back and saying, yeah, take care of me. Constantly take care of me. I'm allowing that to happen. So when I ask you to journal, these are the things I want you to write down and think about. So here's a journal I thought was pretty powerful that we have in the store. I know it's backwards. You deserve self-care. And I saw that this morning when I was training the girls at 6 o'clock and thought, yeah, this is such a good one. And inside it's, I will let go of, I will celebrate, and then some free thoughts. So each page has something for you. What's your mood? What's your focus? What's your gratitude? So when I did the whole thing of bookending your day, it's very similar to this. So these side pages, one says focus, one says gratitude. It would be identical to what I say. One's intention, and the other side is gratitude. And then on the next page, it says, I will honor my mind, body, spirit by what? What are you going to fill in? What's the blank there? It's your words. I will let go of. I will celebrate, and then some free thoughts. I want you to find a journal that resonates with you. I have one that has animal print on it, of course. So I always open it up and it's got animal print. And then inside, I write what I want to write. That's one. Here's another. Good things are coming. It feels nice, right? So, pretty things. We like pretty things. And then inside, you just fill the pages. Sometimes people want to have a scripture on top. Whatever you connect with, I just want you to find something that you start journaling away. And like I said, if some people are like, I'm not a good person that writes. No one's looking at it. No one's judging you. It's your thoughts, but you got to get them out and put them on paper and then go back and look at them. So Lisa, I hope that helped you today. Codependency. And am I even aware that I'm in it, right? So if it's you, if you've been part of that, I want you to share this. I keep asking you to share this. Let's just I want this to go viral, because as we take this podcast, and today's a big day, I'm going to go over and look at the studios, look at the space, and we're going to build the studio. I'm super excited to be able to go live for you from the studios, probably in about a month probably from tomorrow. So we've been doing the home version, and sometimes I do a remote version. I realize you all like it live, so I'm going to be live as often as I possibly can, because it's fun to do this interaction. So let me go back before we wrap up and see if anybody else needed to say anything. Jim, good morning. Jillian, good morning. Lynn, Jillian says, Lisa, I know people like that. I think we all probably know people that are part of it right now or have been part of it in the future, in the past, and we don't want it to be in the future. Kimberly, really enjoyed your Facebook lives. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. Yes, the live. I think that's the most important word. Is sometimes I was recording and letting the recorded message go out there. And sometimes I am going to have to do that depending on how busy life gets. But since we don't have 7 o'clock clients right now at Mark Anthony's here in Kirkwood, I actually feel like it's a blessing that I train 6 a.m. clients and I train 8 a.m. clients, and I have that buffer at 7 o'clock to be able to come to you live and to interact and do the workshop kind of feel. I love when you interact, because I want to know what is weighing heavy on your heart and soul and in your mind. And let's try to release those things so you become the version of yourself that you want to be. Good morning, Michael, Barbara, and good morning. Okay, so let's run some stuff down before I wrap up. I have a styling appointment, so you know that makes me excited. I've got a woman coming that I got her a whole new wardrobe a couple of weeks ago, and now we're going to accessorize. So thank you, Lisa, for the topic, codependency. I wanted to spend a good half hour on that this morning. So you're going to have a great weekend. I want you to use some of the tools that we've given you over the last, 2.5 weeks? I think we've been doing this now. So on April 3rd, Mark Lallement asked me to talk about PTSD. Wow, there are so many people that suffer from that, right? We used to always hear about post-traumatic stress disorder from those that served in the military, and it goes far beyond that, right? I am going to look this weekend to see if maybe I can bring a guest on with me. Lisa, you're very, very welcome. But PTSD, that will be Monday's topic. On April 4th, Lynn Burmeister, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Lynn wanted me to talk about caring for yourself while caring for elderly parents and not feeling guilty. Isn't that an interesting one? But it doesn't have to, if you're saying, I'm not actually caring for elderly parents right now, but I feel like I'm caring for other people and I'm not taking care of myself, that same part will go into that topic. So caring for yourself, period, and not feeling guilty while you're also trying to take care of other people, but trying to make yourself number one. That will be on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Debbie Schmidt wants to talk about eating disorders. Another one, if I can get a guest on with me, I'd love to do that, because a lot of clients over my 25 years, I have seen anorexia. I have seen bulimia. I've seen, dysmorphia in the brain of what you're actually looking at. And it's a dangerous thing where it can go. So eating disorders will be on Wednesday. Carrie Samuelson wants me to talk about daily intention and journal ideas for emotional health. See, we were just talking about journaling. And then we'll have, for Karen Manzelli and for Misty Orr, and for anyone who has had a loss of a spouse, a loss of a child, a loss of a parent, and how emotional that is, and how do you even take the steps to move on. So that's April 7th. Then you'll have another great weekend. April 10th, we're talking about setting boundaries for self-care. And then motivation, self-motivation, if we need someone to help motivate us until we can find that self-motivation. So some great topics. I'd love to know what the topics are that you would like for me to cover in the future. So we already are into April, which I love. And again, remember when I started this, it was just organic how this happened, that I said, let's let the topics be the topics you want, that you want me to cover. And then let's go from there. That way it's your podcast and we're getting real together. Okay, before we wrap up, you're welcome, Lisa. And Priscilla said, I'm there right now. All right. Jillian, ironically, I love style myself, always have. I'm a thrift store junkie at least once a week. I'd love to style people in clothes they can afford, because through the years I have done a major transformation of myself. Fantastic. Well, keep that up. I love it. Bridget, good morning. Lisa, good morning. And Linda, love the live chat. You helped me start my day. I love it. And Denise, good morning to you. Okay, so I think she should be showing up. Hopefully she's not sitting outside waiting for me to wrap up. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. If you haven't set your intention yet for the day, do so. Oh, here's a good one. We're going to wrap up with this. This one that's in here says, find what brings you joy. And it even has a pen with it. Pamela, enjoying your lives. Thank you. You are so very welcome. Something that makes you smile, the highlight of the day. Put that into your journal. Right now, you could just have a notebook. I don't care. It doesn't have to be something fancy, but eventually as you get to journal, you're going to love to find something that resonates with you. So this one's a tiny little thing. It's called a gratitude journal. Find what brings you joy. Do you have one? Before we wrap up, I don't know if she's here yet. If you're watching right now, Kathy, you can come to the door and I'll let you in. I don't know if she's here yet. I'll stay on until she gets here. Nancy, good morning. Have a wonderful day and weekend. Eunice, to you. Yes. Marcus, you are a big help to me this morning. Thank you and God bless you. God bless you. God bless you as well. All of you. Angie, good morning. All right, I don't have to sign off just yet. Any topics that we haven't covered yet that you would like me to cover? Because we can start filling this list. We are already all the way up through April 11th. So we can take care of the entire month and have it all planned out. And then guess what? We're going to be going to our live studios in the Richmond Heights and the Brentwood area. And my plan is to do more of the workshop style feel in person and giving you enough time out so that you can plan and get to those, because I'd love to meet you in person and help you and have you really actually be able to speak with me beyond just typing away. Good morning. For those of you that are new to this podcast, understand that we started this a few weeks ago, and all of those you can go back. Just scroll down on this page. This is my business page, Monica Adams, where I always am going live. And then eventually my team will be taking all of this content and putting it out on the social media platforms, all of the podcast platforms. So it's not just here, but it's the message going out all over the world. What you can do in the meantime is pass it along to friends and family here or wherever they live. So this isn't just a private thing to us, right? We want to get it off to everyone that we possibly can so that everybody around the world is finding that balance of life, that mental, spiritual, and physical connection. Okay. All right. So if you don't have any topics, we'll wrap up. I want you to have a great Friday. I want you to go into the weekend, have an incredible one. And when things start to try to go awry, remember you're learning the tools to get yourself back on the path that you want to go. Pam says, you are so easy to listen to. Thanks for all you do. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel very blessed to have spent 30 years of my life in broadcasting, 25 years of my life in the wellness realm, with seniors, with children, with adults of all ages, and I've watched them struggle. And that is why I started that Transformation Journey program a few years ago. And what I really love is that every time we go on and I tell you that no longer is this private, I've taken it out to the public. That means that you can join us. And if you're not, what are you waiting for? Kathy decided to take the bull by the horns and come in today. And I love that. So Kathy was a part of today's workout and she's new. And then there's people joining on Thursdays as well. And I want that to continue. So the Thursday class is open to you. It's no longer just a private thing. We can continue to have more and more and more of you come on board. And that's what I want. So let's go back here. Pamela, enjoy your weekend. Lordell, good morning. And Peggy, good morning. Carrie says, day off today, self-care and a rest day. Michelle says she's a great listener too. I love you. Thank you so much for that. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to all of you. I hope you have a blessed one. I know there's a handful of you still on this morning. See, it's time for me to do my styling. Good morning. Come on in. All right, everyone. So I want you to have a blessed, beautiful day. If you're looking for someone to help you in the personal training realm, in the life coaching realm, in the styling realm, that's what I'm here to do for you. We're getting real, we're getting raw, and the Real Monica Adams could be coming to you remote. By the way, this is where it all is back. The store's back in order, but this is where we do the personal training, which is just so fun. Kathy walked in today and said, wow, it's beautiful here. And I said, yes. And this is where we get down and dirty and sweaty, and then we clean it all up, and it's all pristine and beautiful and sanitized again. So it's really cool. It was always the concept that I always wanted. And I was able to join forces with a dear friend of mine, Mark Coulter, who owns Mark Anthony's. And behind me, I'm sure it's backwards, but it says, don't quit. It says hustle. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to hustle. All right. So good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Craig. And Janet, perfectionism. Oh, you want that as a topic? Okay. How not to always want to be or do perfect. You got it, Janet. Let me add that to my list. And I want you to write down the date so that you know that that'll be your day. So we are all the way through, what did I say, April 11th, we have motivation. And again, that's self-motivation or any form of motivation. Don't you love how real this is? You're right. We could be so poised and in a studio and all well lit. And I was like, I did that for 30 years. Let's be real with you. April 11th is a Tuesday. So April 12th is your day, Janet. April 12th, we will talk about perfectionism. Boy, do I know that topic, right? Always had to feel like I got to be perfect. I got to be perfect. I got to be perfect. All the eyes are on you until you go, that's exhausting. That is exhausting. So I'm writing down perfectionism. And what'd you say? How not to always want to be or to do perfect. All right, let me write down. Oh, where'd it go? Come back here. Janet. Janet, don't forget to tune in that day. And if you can't tune in live, that's okay. Remember, it'll be there for you. But pass it along to others and let them know, hey, Monica's calling our topics out. Perfectionism. Perfectionism. How, see, I didn't say it perfect. How not to always want to be or do perfect. You got it. Fantastic. Dean, good morning. Craig says yes. Janet, got it. Thank you. Help for women over 60. Peggy, I am absolutely helping women over 60. There are women in my class that are in their mid 60s and 70s, and they're lifting weights and they're sculpting their bodies like they never thought they could. In fact, I would put one of my mid 60-year-old women up against a 20 or 30-year-old's body. You should see how incredible she looks. How about thinking about death as we get older? Oh, you're giving me some topics. All right, hold on a second. Now here we go. So Peggy, you asked for help for women over 60. You're talking about fitness or what aspect of it? St. Genevieve Community Gardens watching. Well, hi. I love the new people I'm seeing here. Peggy, help for women over 60. What do you mean by that before I sign off? How about thinking about death as we get older? Michael Gray. Okay. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to be thinking about that. Hi, Kelly. Good morning to you. So thinking about mortality. I see a couple guys that I know in my life that are thinking about that, being aware as they get older, thinking about your mortality and getting older. You got it, Michael. Hi, Kelly and Martin, and Peggy wants a total makeover. So Peggy, reach out to me. That's what a lot of people, that's what Kathy wanted, right? Makeovers. That's what she said. She wants a makeover. Okay, well then let's do it. Let's make your body over. Let's redo every aspect that you feel is not working for you. So Peggy, reach out to me. I am going to wrap up so I can take care of her. Total makeover. How to be honest with people and not feel bad about it. Okay. All right. I asked for it and you delivered. I think the 14th is a Friday. Let's make sure. And then we're going to wrap up there. April 14th. Yes. So we're 2 weeks into the month with topics. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is your podcast, How to Be Honest with People. I am scribbling and not feel bad about it. And not feel bad about it. Okay, you got it. Enjoy your day as well, Craig. Thank you so much. Peggy, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. That's my email address. Reach out to me. We can give you that total makeover that you're looking for. We'll get you in a good place to take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your spirit. I'll teach you all those tools, and then watch what happens. I mean, I've got women who are saying, Monica, my pants are falling down because I've lost so much weight, right? Well, great. Then you're changing. You're changing. Look, somebody wants a makeover. You're changing the way you want your body to be, where you want it to go, I should say. And then we'll style you. Okay, so I'm styling here at Mark Anthony's and Christopher's today, but also have custom opportunities for you, and I can tell you all about that. So for anybody else that is looking to change their life, let me help you with that. You can see the smile on my face. It makes me happy to be able to do that. Info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com is the absolute easiest way for me to see your message. And then because I don't always get a chance to go back and see these. I try to, but it might take me a few days. So that's the quickest way to get to me. All right, everyone. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this Real Monica Adams podcast as we continue on and change your life, and then you pay it forward and change others. If you're just signing on, go ahead and go back and watch this from the beginning and use these as resources to help change your life. Have a blessed Friday. Have an incredible weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.